aka off-grid, the Alaskan garden, year 2. So this is going to be a short video, mostly slideshow, of my garden in the second year of gardening in the Alaskan interior. Here you go. So this is one of our 2 hoop houses. This one we didn't leave the plastic on because it wasn't in good shape at the end of last fall. But you can see we're getting it covered in just with some extra house wrap we have. And it's melting the snow, so we can hopefully soon get some starts in here. We have some starts going inside of peppers and cabbage and broccoli, jalapenos, all kinds of stuff that'll take a minute. But this is about a 15 by 10 by 8 greenhouse. We've got an old barrel stove in there burning up, and we're going to put some concrete board over that back end near the stove and finish closing it up. And that should give us a little bit of a head start on our garden here. And we have a lot of topsoil and things we've collected from our travels to town and things, and neighbors that have livestock to put down here before we get started. AK off-grid. This is our primary greenhouse that we share with a neighbor about 2 miles away. We lay down black plastic to collect solar energy to thaw the ground before it thaws everywhere else. Then we get to disc it. The hoop house, once we thawed the ground and had some stuff in, we replaced with a combination of normal framing and pole framing and covered it in with 5mm visqueen. It did great. And actually this winter we ended up using it mostly as a just a shed, keep the snow off. And funny thing is, the part of the roof that was normal wood frame failed, not the pole frame. So go pole frame. We had a lot of starts, a lot of different kales, things to make salad out of, beets, things like that. Also throughout the summer I worked on a peony farm. Here's the rows that I put in the year before, just starting to come up for the first time. Really exciting, new life, really fun thing. I didn't really believe I'd be doing a lot of farming or gardening in Alaska when I made the jump up here to Homestead, but hey, I like to eat, and income sure helps my family out, getting our homestead better situated. This one's about 3 years old, these fields, and it's just a fun place to work. Now back to my garden. Here's what the shared greenhouse looked like mid-season. A lot of our beets, we ate a lot of the beet greens really early and through the whole season. Radishes too, they did really good. Got to be careful with some things with the strange daylight hours up here. We had turnips and things like that we never got a bulb out of, but we got a lot of good greens. They bolted, and I do find that it really helps to have a lot of spices and stagger them week by week by week. And we did grow a lot of jalapenos, bell peppers, and even eggplant. The eggplant did get massacred by aphids up here, and that's actually a red quinoa you just saw, and we grew it for the leaves to eat them. You see a lot of things grown in black tires. The black tire, it draws in a lot of solar energy. Black pulls in almost every spectrum of the solar spectrum, of light spectrum, so it's going to absorb all that energy and collect the heat, and that's great. And a lot of our things did best in those tires. Here's one of our harvest days with my son and I, finishing up the greenhouse, getting ready before everything freezes up. Last of the green tomatoes got turned into tomato relish. Here's a harvest for a few meals that we had going on. And tons of carrots. They didn't get very big, but they sure produced a lot of them. And it's more than you want to deal with at the end of the season, and that was exciting. We're still here in March of the following year eating a lot of these things, including the carrots that you see canned here. We did pickle some eggs in the leftover brine, and this is part of how we feed our family. It goes to the farmer's market locally, and it turns into income. So thanks for looking, and feel free to comment, like, share, subscribe. I do plan to be a lot more active, and I'll do a channel update as to why there's less videos on the cabin project. AK Off Grid, signing out.